Hello and welcome to the pre-match show. I'm Vaibhav Tripathi and joining me is Debashish Sen and Mohr Chaudhary from the Eden Gardens. 1 hour back at the 5 p.m. show, we discussed about KKR and MI, and again because we are just 30 minutes ahead of the toss, and there are already a lot of developments that happened between our last show to this show. What we are hearing from our sources, the report that we got is Hardik Pandya is there. He was assessing the wicket. I've got the picture as well. He was assessing the wicket. So Hardik Pandya, who has missed a few games for MI in the last 1 week or so, is likely to play this one. So this is the latest development that we had. And obviously, the last time we did the show, it was clouds were there. It rained a bit in Kolkata, and obviously the rain is a big factor. Could be a big factor in the that could decide the outcome of the game. And if this is a washout, then obviously Kolkata Knight Riders will be the team that will be affected, because obviously MI is eliminated already, but KKR are still in the playoffs race with a big chance of qualifying. Although Rajasthan Royals are in front, and they just need one win. The net run rate will not come into the picture. Nothing will come into the picture. They just have to win one game, and with 16 points, Rajasthan will qualify and they will seal the final spot. But if our Rajasthan Royals loses, then it will come down between Punjab Kings and Kolkata Knight Riders, both teams who can go up to the 15 points at max, and then it will come down to the net run rate as well. So KKR just don't have to win; they will have to win big against a team that has historically done well against them. If you look at the head-to-head record, MI has a superior head-to-head record, and they have dominated the rivalry one-sided. But now, since it could be a rain-affected game, I'll quickly go across to our correspondents at the venue, Eden Gardens. Devashish, how's the weather like at 5? Obviously there was a lot of rain that already felt. Now, what is the weather update from Eden Gardens?
Yeah, the rain has stopped long before, and our super stopper is already at work, and the only concern is the outfit. So, hopefully, the game starts on time, and we might see the toss happening at 7 p.m. But the amount of rainfall, I think, has affected the outfield, and that's the reason. I might just say that there might be a slight delay, but there, I tweeted as well a picture of Super Stopper that is at the block, particularly one area towards the practice wickets, which looks a bit damp. And also, if you look at the photographer's area, it was very muddy. But hopefully the ground, as you all know, that Indian Garden, the entire ground is covered, and so the only concern remains is the outfield. And the sloppy outfield might just delay a bit. By the
Yeah, obviously KKR Eden Gardens obviously has a good drainage facility. So even if there is a rain affected game, then you back the ground staff to do a job and pull out a game, because even if it's a 5 over game, it will be important for KKR to complete this game, because they have the points at stake. Emma have nothing to lose. They just have to. They what they are would be eyeing to do is to avoid the 10th place finish. They just don't want to end their season on the 10th place. But more, having said that, last time, obviously, when a rain affected game happened, we all remember what happened. That famous
yeah,
toss decision by Ajinkya
yeah.
Rahane. Do you think he will repeat something similar? Because what I am hearing, this game will be played on the similar wicket where Varun Chakravarti picked 3 wickets, and it could be on the drier side. Underneath, it could be dry, but because the weather is such, obviously moisture, cloudy. So, wow, do you think that KKR will do the similar sort of thing which they opted against Punjab Kings, or you are hoping for better this time?
Well, they shouldn't. I mean, that decision got a lot of criticism, a lot of questions were asked. So obviously, I think they have learned something from it. And
And
I think,
they got away with 1 point. They lost two
yeah,
wickets
they
after
got away with
batting
one
off
point. And
25.
imagine if they would have lost, it would have been a terrible defeat, because the way they started, the way the Punjab bowler started, it was brilliant, the start given by them. But yeah, having said that, I think they should not take that rash decision this time. They should think about it, because, yes, as of now, it's not raining and it's very suffocating and it's very hot and humid, but we never know. It might just be a stop start game. We never know. So keeping that in mind, I think they should take a proper decision at the toss and they should opt to bowl first.
Devashish, you were there in the practice as well. What do you think? What kind of pitch is Eden is going to offer for this particular game? As what I am hearing is it could be dry underneath, and spinners could come into the play in this game.
Yeah, and that's even all the more that Mumbai might say Allah doesn't for.
Hmm.
Obviously, in this last week, I think he might be brought in situation. And so, but as far as KKR, we have to find out whether Varun Chakravarti is big enough to play. So I just have to take a call. With more
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
time, I just
Sure, sure, sure. Continue. Continue. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that is what I was discussing. See, if this pitch has a bit of assistance for the spinners, then which team is ahead? More, what do you think? If Varun Chakravarti doesn't play, then also KKR have a Anukul Roy and Sunil
Nine.
Narine.
Yeah.
But for Mumbai Indians, it's a bit of trouble because their spin
Hmm.
bowling is not the best of the stock. Obviously, their fast bowlers have also struggled this season, but spin
Yeah.
bowling is something they haven't been found. They haven't been able to find their strike spinner. It used to be Allah Ghazanfar. Allah Ghazanfar was doing good enough job, but in the last few games he leaked a lot of runs. But as Debashish was also
Hmm.
mentioning, this could be the wicket where you will see the return of Allah Ghazanfar.
Yeah, I think of course, given the conditions in mind, Allah Gazanfar will make the cut. But again, if I had to compare the spin attack of both the teams, I think KKR are far ahead. KKR's pace department is somewhat of a concern. If you keep aside Karthik Tyagi's performance, their spin department has been their strength. I mean, even if Varun Chakravarti cannot play, I mean that is going to be a huge blow. But you have a Sunil Narayan, his experience, his consistency that we have seen. He is picking up wickets, he's being economical in every game, and also Anukul Roy has also stepped up and has done really well. So I think as far as spin is concerned, KKR are far ahead. But again, pace is their concern, and pace, as far as pace is concerned, I'll keep Mumbai Indians ahead of KKR.
Devashi, Varun Chakravarti, regarding Varun Chakravarti, you provided an update at 5 p.m. show as well. Do you have anything on Varun Chakravarti as of now? Is there any latest update that we have on Varun Chakravarti's availability for this particular game?
see, why was the call will be taken only after assessing how he is feeling. That, that is purely on the basis of how comfortable Varun is feeling. And that's the reason he did not play in the match against RCB, if you remember. So I think, yesterday he did try to bowl for 10-12 balls, but it was not in front of everyone. That's the point. He bowled behind the side spin because he was not comfortable. He was feeling a bit uneasy. He struggled to walk, and in fact, he was limping. He went back to the hotel before the team left, and while he was coming out of the Eden Gardens clubhouse, he was really in some pain. So I think because he is having injections. Every day he is taking 4 injections, but whether he is fit enough to play, fit enough to bowl 4 overs, that is totally a call that the KKR management will take in discussion with Varun, how he is feeling, whether the medical staff give him the go ahead, because we already know there has been a lot of talks, lot of chatters with players with injury playing in IPL for different franchises, and BCCI, Devajit Saikar, the secretary, also made it clear that BCCI are tied up because they cannot do much when with regard to franchises. They play so and so players despite their injury. But for Varun, I think obviously since it's a very important match for KKR, for them to stay afloat for a chance in the playoff, Varun has to play. So it's a tricky, it's a double-edged sword whether you risk him or playing. But despite him playing last night, he went for 47 runs. If you remember, it was the batsman who posted that huge total that helped KKR win that match. So I think it will be a decision that has to be taken by the KKR. So hopefully we might take to see because we are outside. Had I been inside, I could give a better update whether he is bowling or whether he is marking his run up. But I cannot provide you much of an update because I'm outside it.
It's a very important game for KKR. If they lose tonight, again it's an end of the season for them. Effectively, they will be out of the race of the playoffs, and that's why Varun Chakravarti's inclusion becomes an important factor. He played the last game against the expectations of a lot of people. Are not many people were expecting him to play that game because he missed the RCB game as well. But he played that game, but didn't look at his best again because he was not completely fit even in that game, and even now
And
the
we saw him
practice.
limping as well. We saw him limping while he was bowling.
Yeah,
He
obviously
was
he was limping. He was struggling with his hamstring. So obviously there are concerns around Varun Chakravarti. But again, can he push himself for the just one game? Because this is an important game. If they lose tonight, then obviously it will end their season. Against DC you will still back yourself, but against MI, you don't have a great record. I'm talking about Kolkata Knight Riders. They don't have a great record against Mumbai Indians, and again they have struggled at home as well. But more for Kolkata Knight Riders, as we were discussing in 5 p.m. show as well, it's about their pace bowling department as well. Now, if Mathisha Pathirana is unavailable for selection, if he is not playing, then you will have to bring in a somebody like a Blessing Muzarbani because you don't have a lot of wicket taking options in your fast bowling department. If you look at the resources that you have, then you will find a Navdeep Saini and Umran Malik, the bowlers whom you don't have a lot of confidence as team management. So you will have to bring in somebody like Blessing Muzarbani because your batting has been doing the job. It's the bowlers who will be, have to pull up their socks in this particular week.
Absolutely. See, like I mentioned, Karthik Tyagi has been doing a good job despite being a youngster, this is one of his first seasons, so I think he's doing really well. But other than that, somebody else also needs to, give him that support from the other end. We saw Weber Baroda, he was, not impressive this year at all. He went for a lot of runs, and of course, in the previous game, the management took the bold call and, he was made to sit out. But Matisha Pathirana, yes, he played the first game last day after a lot of promotion, after a lot of questions from the fans he played, but then again he was injured and he had to retire himself out. Today, I think if Matisha Pathirana is not playing, Blessing Musramani has to make the cut because obviously he has the experience. You will see he has already played a game right here at this venue and he has picked up 4 wickets as well. And then obviously he was dropped because of combination factors because they had to draft in a Rosman Pal for increasing their batting depth. But if um, Matisha Pathirana cannot play tonight, then Blessing Musramani should be the one to come in.
Speaking of the fast bowlers, Devashish, you have followed KKR all right through the season. What do you think? What has been a big issue? What has been the problem with Vaibhav Arora? Because last year he was the highest wicket taker for KKR, and this year the same bowler. It seems like the burden of responsibility of leading the pace attack, has got the better of him, and that's why he hasn't been able to replicate the last season's success.
I think if you ask me, the major difference has been the absence of Bharat Arun. I think Vaibhav Varuna blossomed under Bharat Arun as bowling coach of KKR. Let's face it, you have a Dwayne Bravo, too busy with other things. I won't name, but I think obviously I'm not questioning his involvement in KKR franchise, but understanding the psychology of an Indian player, who better than Bharat Arun? He has worked with Indian pacers, be it a Bhuvneshwar Kumar, be it a Umesh Yadav, be it a Mohammad Shami, be it a Prasteep Bumrah, be it a Ishant Sharma, and also for KKR over the years, as long as he was associated with. And look at the Lucknow Super Giants. The results are there for you. Look at the Lucknow Super Giants fast bowling department. You have a Prince Yadav now who has been picked in the Indian side. So the difference is immediately you can notice the difference in the presence of Bharat Arun as a bowling coach. Yes, you have a King Saudi, you have a Dwayne Bravo, but obviously it's a difference. Obviously, I have a feeling that he's obviously understanding the psychology of an Indian player. Sometimes the overseas cricketers, overseas former cricketers, they get a bit difficult. They fail to understand what is going wrong. It's not about just your line and length, but it's also about what the player needs to do when he's psychologically down. Who better than an Indian bowling coach? So I think that has been our biggest concern for KKR when you talk about a Vaibhav Baroda or a Karthik Tyagi, or for that matter, Saurabh today. So I think, yes, but Vaibhav Baroda, I think he was one of the best performers for KKR last season. He joined highest wicket taker for 17 wickets, if I'm not wrong. But this time, yes, not only he has gone for runs, but he has been a bit scratchy, I would say. But it happens. It happens for any cricketer. And so I think that he needs to go back and go back to the drawing board and work on his technique because the Ranji Trophy season is out. The Ranji Trophy bookings are out as well today. So I think he's a very important player for Vidarbha. You have followed him, Vaibhav Baroda, very closely, much more than I do. So I think it's going to be very important. I think for KKR, Vaibhav Baroda, I still have a gut feeling that it's not perhaps the end of the season. I think that tonight's match and the game that is coming up in Delhi Capitals on 24th, I think he deserves the place. It's not tonight.
More one bowler that has impressed apart from Karthik Tyagi in the few matches that he has played is Saurabh Dubey. I have watched him closely for Vidarbha. He's a tall left arm pacer. Again, brings variety to the bowling attack with his left arm angle. Can swing the ball, new ball. We saw that in Raipur against RCB in his first game. He looked very impressive with the new ball. And then in the last game against Gujarat Titans, he got the wicket of Josh Butler in the death overs, and he nails the Yorkers perfectly. As he's a very good death bowler as well. Do you think uh, going ahead he could be the new ball bowler? Because KKR this season they have struggled a lot to take wickets with the new ball in the power play. But Saurabh Dubey has shown enough, with the new ball that he can move the ball both the ways. Do you think obviously season is still pretty much alive, but going ahead, Saurabh Dubey could be one that the KKR can bank on for the future?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I mean, see, first of all, with the Harshit Rana void, KKR were really struggling a lot at the start because Harshit Rana has always been a very reliable bowler for them, pacer for them. But in the Raipur game, I remember he did bowl a very good. The first over was really good, but then the second one he went for a lot of runs, which is why he was held back. But I think Ajinkya Rahane should have trusted him with one more over. I think that's my opinion. And in the last game we saw, like you mentioned, he has the variety, he has the potential, he can do it really well. And of course, other than the new ball power play bowling, major concern for KKR has always been the death over bowling because Harshit Rana is now not there. You are not getting that sort of quality at the end. But Saurav Dubey was really good with the ball in the previous game. So I think yes, the question that you said going ahead, of course he can be a very reliable bowler for Kolkata Knight Riders. But for that, KKR management will have to put that trust on him. Like even if he goes for a few runs in today's game or in future because he has just started off. So that kind of trust, showing that kind of trust is very important on their young pace department because obviously that is what KKR has done in the past, relying, giving chance to youngsters. But this time around, that has been lacking a bit. But and I mean, I've been watching on social media for a long time that people were really wanting Saurabh Dubey to be a part of the team. And now that he's here, I think they should stick with him. And of course, he will give you results in the future, backed properly.
One batter that has given results, the desired results for KKR, irrespective of how the team has been performing, has been their star boy Angrish Raghuvanshi. At number three, he has found his rhythm. I think he looks like one batter, who gives a lot of assurance and confidence. Last game, the way he took on Kagiso Rabada, very few players, uncapped batters especially, they can take Kagiso Rabada the way Angrish Raghuvanshi did, and he's also a wicket keeper. So Devashish, going ahead, do you think that KKR have found their long-term number three in Ankush Raghuvanshi?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Not denied. I totally agree with you. But the thing is that what we need to add to his repertoire is improve his strike rate. If you look at him after 12 matches, and Chris Raghuvanshi is nowhere close to a Vaibhav Suryavanshi or a other top scorer. I mean, top 5 6 batter. So I think he is languishing somewhere around his strike rate is languishing somewhere around 130. 130 you cannot break into the Indian T20 side. They have to face the fact because he has to improve his strike rate. If he gets going, he needs to interact with there has been cases where he has looked, he has not hit those big shots. I think so. I think if it in that thing, his strike rate improves a bit, then I see no way that he could push his place as far as Indian teams, but it's a long way down because there are too many players who are there in the middle for a competition. Even a player like Yashasvi Jaiswal, you can appeal for Yashasvi Jaiswal, I would say. So I think strike rate is a factor when it comes to T20 batting.
More talking about Mumbai Indians, as I said, Hardik Pandya has been practicing, has been doing the shadow batting practice near the center wicket, was seen assessing the pitch as well on which the match will be played. Hardik Pandya, if he plays coming back into this for this particular game, how do you think how big a boost will it be for Mumbai Indians? Obviously, he hadn't hasn't had a great tournament so far with the ball or with the bat, but still Hardik Pandya remains a valuable player.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, Hardik Pandya is a valuable player, but to be honest, whether this year boost, I'm not really sure about it because if you look at his captaincy as well, he has not been up to the mark in Mumbai Indians. Even this year, his certain decisions have not been really good. And also, as far as Hardik Pandya as a player is concerned, with the ball, he has been, I'd say, decent, and with the bat also, he has not been able to chip in that much. I mean, the kind of Hardik Pandya that we know to, who's known to walk out and hit every ball and give that proper finish that he has not been able to do, and especially standing up in clutch situations that he has not been able to do. And I don't know, a lot of stuff has come up regarding Mumbai Indians and dressing room environment and all of that. But keeping all of that aside, I think Hardik Pandya continues to be a very integral part of any team that he's a part of, be it a franchisee team, be it the Indian team, because he does have that kind of the quality that he brings to the table can never be overlooked. But as of now, this year he has looked rusty. So maybe, of course, him coming back to the team is a big plus, I would say, and I hope he is able to make his opportunity count tonight.
I think for Mumbai Indians, the biggest problem this season has been, Jasprit Bumrah unable to take wickets, and it's been 7 or 8 games where he has went wicketless. It clearly sort of indicates that World Cup fatigue is a factor, and he's been playing continuously, regularly for first for India and then for Mumbai Indians. He hasn't missed any game this season so far. Devish, do you think it's a fatigue that has got the better of Jasprit Bumrah in this particular tournament? Hasn't looked at his best. Whether he, MI have tried, captains have tried to use him in various ways in power play, in middle overs, death overs, but still, for some reason, Jasprit Bumrah has been unable to take wickets and lead the bowling attack from the front.
Yeah, absolutely, Vaibhav. And that is the reason the Mumbai Indians find themselves particularly. They are already not qualified for the playoffs, and Jasprit Bumrah, when did Jasprit Bumrah last have such a season? I can't remember. I think from 2016 to 2025, if I am not wrong. If I am not wrong, he has picked consistently around 15 wickets each season. 2016 to 2025. So it's a rare thing that Jasprit Bumrah has got so in obviously 3 or 4 wickets, if I'm not wrong. So I think that has been the biggest concern, and that is why Mumbai Indians has struggled in this season because their premier bowler, who they have relied season after season, has not delivered this season, and that has first of all it's Surya Kumar Yadav not firing with bat. It's Rohit Sharma because of his injury, having 7 matches, only 268 runs. Hardik Pandya not flying, not kicking. Jasprit Bumrah not firing in all cylinders. It's only Tilak Verma who has looked in some sort of form for Mumbai Indians. And also with Ryan Wicketon at the top. So barring those two, I think that over say, the entire team having picked, and it can happen because obviously Mumbai Indians still no one can take away from Mumbai Indians, one of the most successful franchises in IPL, along with Chennai Super Kings, IPL champions. So, but the fact is that now for the last 3 seasons, Mumbai Indians' performance has dipped. So I think there has to be something, there has to be a concern with regard to the dressing room atmosphere. We have seen, I have said it in one of the live yesterday as well, that Hardik Pandya is looking to be on an island, on a separate island, I would say. Because the fact that when you talk about the other star players, Surya, Rohit, uh, Tilak, and Bumrah, I think he, there is something that is not well with the Mumbai Indians franchise, and that has reflected in Hardik's performances. Yes, he had a back spasm because of which he could not play the last 3 games. But and also what is been lacking is he has failed to deliver as a captain neither with the bat nor with the ball. So I think that there lies in services something needs to be worked on. I don't know what exactly is that because I am not privy to this inside matters. But there is definitely, what I noticed, observed on Monday at Mumbai Indians training, there is that something is not really.
Yeah, in regards to Mumbai Indians, if you look at their last title win came in 2020, and post that it has been a struggle from 2021 onwards. Even Rohit Sharma, his last season as captain, he couldn't really do well, and that's why the captaincy baton was passed on to Hardik Pandya. Hardik Pandya again has struggled as a Mumbai Indians captain. He was doing really well at GT, but ever since he has come into this environment, things hasn't gone in Mumbai Indians way. And as our Mumbai correspondent Shamik has reported already, after the conclusion of this season, there will be a season review of Mumbai Indians, and there could be some important decisions taken after that review meeting is done. But more, how excited are you to watch that duel between Rohit Sharma and Sunil Narine, two of the legends of this league? And obviously, Sunil Narine has a very good record against Rohit Sharma. I think has dismissed him
Yeah,
10 times already. And
yeah.
given that Rohit likes to take on the bowling, is it a straight away call to bring in somebody like Sunil Narine in the power play? Also, you have to keep in mind that Ryan Rickerton has been MI's top runs getter this season, and Ryan and Rohit will open. So, bring in Sunil Narine straight away from the first over. Is it the tactic that Rahane should follow?
Well, Sunil Narayan has been, I mean, an absolute legend of the game of this particular format, and of course, a legend for KKR as well. Each and every season you see, doesn't matter who performs, who does not, Sunil Narayan is always known to step up with the ball. So, and I mean, this season as well, it's no exception to that. And of course, he has great records against the likes of Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli as well. He has great records against these two stalwarts. Yeah, I mean, and also Rohit Sharma, we have to remember that he's also coming out of an injury at this point. So we don't know how fit he is. Maybe, I mean, I'm pretty sure he will be playing, but we don't know how fit he is. Even in the previous game, I remember he was playing, but obviously he was a bit uncomfortable with his hamstring. Not sure how he'll be playing tonight. But of course, it's going to be a very exciting battle to witness. Two of the greatest, I would say, facing each other. Also, if I talk about the Mumbai Indians opening pair a little bit, I think they have experimented a lot, and more than experimentation, it has become because that had to happen because obviously there was no other choice. Rohit Sharma was injured and all of that happened. But I think this particular pair has really clicked. There is a lot of understanding. There's a proper chemistry between the two. When Ryan Rickelton goes down the aggressive route, Rohit Sharma plays the second fiddle, and when Ryan Rickelton gets out, Rohit Sharma starts, becoming the aggressive batter that he is. I think this opening pair has worked really well as of now. Ryan Rickelton is in great form. Rohit Sharma is also catching up. But then again, Sunil Narayan is Sunil Narayan. He can come in at any point in the game and change the course of the game. If not opening the bowling, I am pretty sure he will be given the ball in the power play. Of course, he will bowl, and obviously we have seen what he's been doing. So let's see how it goes. But it is going to be a very interesting matchup for sure.
Yeah, given the power play struggles that KKR has, gone through right throughout the season in their first 6 overs with the new ball, I think giving Sunil Narine the ball and getting the better of Rohit and Ryan Rickelton, getting top order rattled will be very important to KKR's chances, because if Ryan Rickelton and Rohit Sharma get set, then you are looking at a big target in hands. But Devashish, talking a bit about Varun Chakravarti, because Varun Chakravarti, he was there in the Champions Trophy, played that tournament, and was one of the best performers for India. But now, if you look at the Indian from an Indian team's point of view, World Cup is 1.5 years away. Varun played the last 50-over tournament that India played was in Champions Trophy, but see, he's been getting injured frequently, and that has been a problem with Varun Chakravarti. Every season, you are seeing him getting injured. So, how difficult he is making the road for himself ahead if he wants to be in contention for the 2027 World Cup. If he keeps getting on, suffering these injuries, then it will become a problem for even selectors to consider him for the 2027 World Cup, because then it will be tough for. Uh, they will say that his body is not good enough to bowl 10 overs.
Yeah, absolutely, he has to work on his fitness. And they have to accept the fact that Varun Chakravarti is not one of the fittest cricketers to go around when it comes to Indian team. So I think he has to work on his fitness, and that's the reason this fitness issue crops up every time and then. And it's also because you cannot blame KKR. He's your go-to spinner. So the franchisee is obviously giving the high stakes with regard to IPL. As we speak, the toss is
Toss is
happening.
happening.
So we'll be able to give you an update. But definitely, Surya, one update from Eden Gardens is that both Surya Yadav and Hardik Pandya were saying the huddle. So definitely both are playing. So I think that offers well for Mumbai Indians. Despite their absence, Mumbai Indians did win the last 10 minutes Punjab pitch, but it's a full strong side. I think they are going into full team. KKR will have to play out of their skins to unsettle Mumbai Indians. Yes, Mumbai Indians will have to lose, but they can spoil the party. They can spoil the party for cricket because one loss for cricket, their chances are gone. Even if they win to Delhi Capitals, mathematically, technically, whatever you say, there's this counts because they will end up on 13 points, which I think automatically reduce their chances.
So we have an update coming from the inside of the Eden Gardens. Hardik Pandya has come out for the toss, so Hardik Pandya is back for Mumbai Indians. And in a short while, we'll get to know what happens at the toss. But quickly, changes more. Are you looking at any changes? Obviously, KKR will have to make changes if Matisha Patinana is unfit and also Varun Chakravarti.
Yeah, I mean, if Matisha Patirana is unfit, like I said, Blessing Muzrabani should come in because obviously he can have that impact. He has the experience as well. As far as Varun Chakravarti is concerned, I don't know if they'll go
Okay,
for.
we have a breaking.
Okay,
Kolkata Knight Riders have won the toss, and this time they have elected to bowl first. So good news for
thank
KKR
God,
fans that
thank
Ajinkya
God.
Rane has decided to bowl first. So yeah, we'll let you know the changes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You continue.
Yeah. So I think in place of Varun Chakravarti, I don't know if they'll trust a youngster, but someone like a Daksh Kamra, if he can come in, or a Prashant Solanki. I am not sure, but probably, I mean, I don't know if they would want to change their winning combination that much, but then again, if Varun Chakravarti is not available, going with the youngster would really help them. I don't know.
Ajinkya Rane has said at the toss need to win 2 out of 2, but staying in the moment is important for us, not looking far ahead of ourselves. So this is at the toss. I think team will take time, and you guys have to leave to go inside the stadium as well. So I will leave you guys. Thanks Debashish and more for joining, and we'll be back after the match. Thank you.